As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're Austin, Texas, home to technological and cultural advances, but for everything going on in this city, the hub is bathed in burnt orange, and it is DKR and the Texas Longhorns. Texas. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Texas Longhorns return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Newton. He's got his man. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job in increase now. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Hawkeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. And the Hawkeyes brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Leaves it with the back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. On the move, it's Love. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They think there's room to run to the right here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Gonna run it. It's Hall. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. 1st down to start the drive after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're getting this guy lathered up. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best 2 conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Excellent situational awareness to make the grab and get just enough of that first down.
And how about the play call? They didn't want to hold on to the football. They wanted to get that thing out of their hand, trust the receiver to make the catch, and then what does he do? Gets the first down, gets out of bounds. New set of downs for this offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll try the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Williams will pass. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
Would have been a makeable 49-yard field goal attempt, but they'd rather try to keep the ball and move it on 4th and short. And the Hawkeyes pick up the first down.
There's 11 guys on offense there, locked in and playing together. That was a critical 4th down in their opponent's territory. Everybody did an outstanding job of executing, and now they get to stay on the field.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. Williams looking for a man. A shot toward the end zone. Intercepted.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Iowa offense will take over.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Takes the handoff. It's Hall. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, going up top. Quarterback floating away from pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Neutrals on instruction. Defense.
The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. Back to throw, it's Newton. Quick completion on the out route. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to fire on second down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
This offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's now up to 58 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Williams will pass. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Feels like they're just inches away from their own end zone, and it's 3rd and long. Keep it on the ground. Hits him with a stiff arm.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Can't get him to the ground. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Longhorns will boot it away to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Williams looking for a man. Setting up the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Love. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the back. And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for room. It's Hall. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Trying to burn this defensive back. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And, man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Runs through the tackle. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Bug meet windshield. That's what happens when you have a big running back like this. You just see people bounce off. He just breaks tackles, continues to keep his feet moving. You better get all 11 guys to the football if you want to get him to the ground.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oklahoma has the lead right now, but even though we've heard Boomer Sooner a bunch, this has been a nip and tuck affair inside Memorial Stadium. They're up by 6 over Arizona.
Powers through the defender.
Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
There's just so much for this defense to think about. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. They know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offensive volume this defense needs to worry about at this point in the game.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come down.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you, and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on 4th down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting 3s up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Still looking, on the move. Fires on the move. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Williams will pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play. Breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Fast motion from the offense. Off play action. He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Speeding down the left side. Past the 30. He was on his way. He could smell it. He gets it inside the 10. They stop him at the 9. Quarterback will audible. Williams looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Dahl. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He caught it. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
4th and goal now in the 4th quarter, down a couple of scores. This ball needs to go to your best player on offense. Who's your best playmaker, be it a receiver, tight end, running back, that can win in space and get you this touchdown?
He didn't get there, knocked back on 4th and goal, and he loses a yard to the 2.
Yeah, and unfortunately in the 4th quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. They'll go to the ground. They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back.
Brought down at the 36, and the Iowa offense will take over.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. To let that one get away from them, they look like they are pumped up and ready to go here.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
No huddle here for the offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Williams will pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the 4th quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He wants to go deep. Catch in stride inside the 15. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. A big play for the defense with the 1st down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Finds him out of the backfield. He will not pick up the 1st down. The desperation play, and that one might have sealed their fate. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Movement here from the tight end. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Back to the ground with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And would they dare be aggressive on third down this deep in their own territory? Bitterly disappointing start to the season.